People always coming up with stupid shit.
Mhm.
Like,
Let's just let's just play real quick.
So, ladies, I'm sitting in my car, and I done came up with an idea. You know how you go get your hair done, but before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your lashes done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your nails done, you have to put down a deposit, right? And if you don't show up, you do not get that deposit back. So I done came up with an idea. We should start charging these men deposit to date us. Like, we should start charging them a fee to date us. Like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000 to
So you take that damn
date
filter
us.
off.
So, and if they don't do right by us within them 30 days, we keep the money. I'm just saying, like, I think we should start charging men to date us. I'm talking about single women. I think we should start charging them. I think we should start charging men to date us. So, you know, we would get something out of the deal. Like, because if you charging them to date you, they going to do right. And if they want to date you, they going to pay. So, yeah, I just think we should start charging. You can't go wrong.
So what do you think about this young lady saying that men should be charged a deposit to date them?
Sounds like prostitution.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like, okay, so are you just trying to have somebody date you and you not date them? Like, what is the benefit? Like, this supposed to be a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you looking at it as, okay, you want to date me? Like,
she said $1,000 too, though. That's crazy. How much you think you should spend on the first date? Like, what do you think the first date should be? The minimum be, I guess.
No more than $100.
$100.
I said no more, and I was trying to not be cheap because it was gonna be lower than that. I mean, so nowadays. Yeah, the prices is high. Like they was talking about at work about a restaurant that have burgers. It's only that's $15 and you get no fries.
So you gotta pay for that shit separate.
Yeah, so the upcharge on everything is like serious.
Listen, man.
Just think, we went to hibachi spot. Just me and you, and it was $100.
Yeah, that was just stupid. That's something you know. That's not something we do often. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like a special occasion type shit, but whatever. But a first date should not be no more than $20.
A first time date?
Yeah.
We gonna take it. You can't even get that at McDonald's.
Right, but who said we can go to the park? We can go get some ice cream. We can go to like these little one of the little what's that junk called?
I get what you got.
Little food trucks. You know what I'm saying? Get some food, sit down, talk, chop it up.
It'd be more than $20.
I mean, it all depends on what you're getting.
I get your thought.
It all depends on what you're getting. You know what I'm saying?
What you doing? Buying the silverware because you can't get that for $20.
You can get ice cream. You can get some snow cones. You can walk. That shit is free. Look, man.
I understand.
The whole
what
purpose,
you're trying to say.
The whole purpose of going on a date is to get to know the person that you're trying to date.
Absolutely.
If I'm taking you to this expensive ass restaurant, we're not really conversating as much because we got food that's coming. We're doing a little chit chat here and there, but you pretty much eating majority of the day.
But then that still takes some of the pressure off of it because if you're nervous and then you're
gonna be nervous though.
Yeah, so if you're nervous and y'all having a conversation, okay, the food gets here, you get like a little break.
No,
and then you get to revisit it.
I'm spending all the money here.
But listen,
so let's say if you don't like me. And I don't know that you don't like me, but I spent $100 or close to $100, and you weren't really feeling me. You just got a free meal out of the deal. I just lost $100. I just lost $100.
And then if that person was, who goes on a date with somebody if you're not really interested?
Women do.
You already going into the.
Women.
I heard you the first and second time.
Okay, women.
I heard you the third time.
So you can't say who does that. That
means you just going. Your intentions is it real? I'm not saying spend a whole bunch of money. I would say at least $60, $100.
$60 is too much.
I'm glad you ain't dating no more.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's too much money if you spend it on someone that you really don't know really likes you. I think like the conversation part lets me know if you really feeling me and you know if you feeling me.
We should have got to that part before we went on a real date. That conversation part could be on the phone. Everybody got FaceTime.
Yeah, but people don't do that. That's not something that people do. No, they do not.
They do.
I don't believe that at all.
I do.
I don't believe that at all.
They do. You should know
the first thing women is saying is the stupid shit this girl just said is this deposit shit. They're saying take me on a date. You need to take me out.
She had a bad idea. She was comparing it to getting your hair and nails and all that stuff. Those things are a service that somebody is providing to you. Mm-hmm. At your request. Mm-hmm. What service is he providing to you for him to have to put down a deposit? Those two you can't compare those.
It doesn't. But you thinking from what your perspective is, and
logic.
Hers ain't. You see what she just said. You heard what the lady said.
Yeah, I heard what she said, and it was stupid.
And that's what I think. Most women would probably feel somewhat the same way she feels and not how you feel.
Well,
just like most men would feel how I feel about the first date and how much you should spend. But majority of women probably feel how you feel that you should spend about $100, if not more.
$100 is too much. I would say at least $60.
That's a lot.
Because you can get a decent meal for $60.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money that I'm spending out of.
Not in this. Don't keep dating a bitch if you ain't getting nowhere. You take her on the first date and you figure out if you want to keep dating.
But the first date is a loss if I spent $60 and she don't want to messing with me after that. She might hit you back with a text like, you know what I'm saying, I had a good time, this and that and third, but
she might not even hit you back.
There you go. So I lost $60 and I wasted my time.
It's better than losing $150 or whatever. It
$60. I would rather lose 20 than 60. I would rather lose 15 than 20. But you're not
gonna get no meal for $20. Just think when we go to Coney Island. I understand what you're saying.
Okay, go ahead.
When we go out to eat, your stuff alone be $20.
Right, but you missing the point.
I understand what you're saying.
Our situation is totally different compared to a first date.
Yes,
a first date should not be that much. It should be no more than 20. This should be lesser than 20 because the whole purpose of this date is to us really to connect and get to feel each other out. And if you want to keep going forward with this,
it depends on the people. That's how you can determine. What?
Go ahead, man.
It depends on the people. That determines if you're gonna get a $20. We go out, ice cream, go for a walk in the park, have a conversation. It depends on what you two do. If you know that you engaging with a person that likes finer things, you're gonna see that you're gonna have to come a little different than you can have somebody that's just a regular person that just want to get to know you. So it depends on the people.
I don't think it should be that no matter if it's a person that like finer things or not, it should still be the same way.
You would think, but ultimately the people that want to spend all that money on a dinner date be the same people that be at the altar saying for richer. So it's who you pick that determines how much you spend.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think no man should be spending that amount of money on a woman on a first date. It's just crazy.
Well, don't be trying to date a high standard girl.
What the fuck is a high standard girl?
Because you know how these girls be out here and they be wanting all the bells and the whistles and all that extra
stuff.
That's all
the fucking women out here.
It ain't. Okay, I'm gonna stop including myself in
I'm not saying you don't you exclude yourself out of the conversation. But what I'm saying is you cannot say that majority of women want that shit that you talking about.
But there's a lot of wholesome young ladies that don't care about all that other stuff, and then there's a lot of girls that do care about it. That
wholesome girl.
So that's when you, as the man, when you trying to court somebody, you figure out what type of person you about to court because you already know just by conversation pieces of what y'all done had. Topics, if they talking about all the stuff they like and what they like to do, you know that person is gonna have expectations when you go out. And now if you hanging out with somebody that like, no, I like to chill, hang out with the family, all that other stuff, you might get you a $20 date.
I mean, I get what you're saying and I understand what you're saying, but that's very far in between what you're talking about. And that's not just all on the women either, though. I think it's partially some of that's on the men because men be doing, not all men, but some men be doing dumb shit where they take these women out and spend all this money and they looking crazy. You know what I mean?
So, I always say it's like you put up a facade. You showing the person that you could take care of them, but you showing them in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can show that in a way where you don't have to spend. You don't have to show it in a way where I'm spending a whole bunch of money.
That's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? You can show that in a way like just on the conversation that you bring up and that you're talking about, and your core values and things that you stand on. You know what I'm saying? You can show that just in the conversation you're talking about and what you're doing, how you moving, and then they can see if you have money or if you're financially stable. They can see that in just like how you dress, what you got on, what kind of car you drive, your shoes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? How you keep your hygiene up and all that stuff like that. So they can see what it is just by looking at you and how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
So I ain't got to come out here and spend a whole bunch of money on the first date, and we might not even click like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have thought you liked what you saw the other day, but now you get to see me up in person, and same thing for the man. Like, nah, I don't really care for this, and that, and third. Like I might have seen you a few days ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like going to the club and you date somebody and you stay to the like call and the lights turn on and you're like, I've been talking to you all day. Like, good child.
But yeah, man. So I mean, yeah, I don't. What she said was just out of pocket. That's just one of them ridiculous things that women come up with stupid shit like that.
That's as ridiculous as 100 men versus a gorilla. Some people have a topic and it gets trending and then we talk about it.
Yeah.
And they just get that viral moment that might not even go that far because I ain't even seen it.
But
yeah.
I just thought it was
it's crazy.
It is crazy. You know what I'm saying? To even want that, I don't know. I ain't about to go deep into all that shit. But yeah.